The Kool-Aid's flowing. A lot of people is jumping on the Detroit Lions bandwagon right now, and because we have a lot of pieces in place, and it looks much improved from last year when you look at the talent-wise, from the coaching standpoint, the roster all the way around, and the schedule. But for the Lions to take that next step, the quarterback's really got to do a big job. And in 2018, Jared Goff, as part of the Rams, took the team to the Super Bowl, and he had mass success regarding yards and touchdowns. Looked awfully awesome. In this video, I'm going to give you 5 things that must occur for such a season for Jared Goff to happen here in Detroit, and I'll give you my reasons why. But before we get into today's video, if you're a fan of taking a pencil and jabbing it into your eye, go ahead and subscribe to my channel because we took all things Detroit Lions news and rumors. And sometimes being a Lions fan, you can feel like you went blind. Also, make sure you take that like button with you, take that pencil, and jab that bad boy. Let's get into today's Lions 5 ways Jared Goff can replicate success from 2018.
It's LeGarrette Blount here, man, 3-time Super Bowl champion. I just want to give you a shout out to the YouTube channel, MicroMike, man.
Eddie Murray, former Detroit Lion. Make sure you watch MicroMike on YouTube.
Calvin Johnson Jr. here, a.k.a. Megatron. Big shout out to MicroMike and YouTube channel, man.
Keep on talking everything Detroit Lions, and I just got to remind you, man, happy wife, happy life.
For such a season to occur, one of the things that must happen is the NFL stop screwing the Detroit Lions. We've seen it year after year after year. Calvin Johnson, no catch in Chicago. The Thanksgiving Day game, knee down, touchdown. We've seen it picking up the flag in Jerry's World in the playoffs. The Golden Tate touchdown removed. Hands to the face, Green Bay Packers. We've seen it time after time after time again. And for Jared Goff to have a success like he did in 2018, these type of officiating problems must stop because taking away touchdowns hurts the stats, hurts the win column. These type of things are the reason why we lose. It's always a game of inches. We've seen it many times before. So for Jared Goff to have an outstanding season, one of the factors that must occur is the same old Lions routine regarding the referees and oddities that happen during the game must cease to exist and must stop for that to occur. NFL, knock it off for Jared Goff and the Lions to have a 2018 type of success. But what also can be a success is smashing that subscribe button. Right now, I got 22,300 subscribers. Let's get to 22,400. With your help, it can get it done. I'm a small channel, especially on Chat Sports. They got many channels: Chicago Bears, Kansas City Chiefs, Dallas Cowboys, the Raiders. All these channels are giant and dwarf mine. So let's climb the Chat Sports ladder. Subscribe if you haven't done so you can get the latest news and rumors regarding our Detroit Lions. Continuity, health of the offensive line must occur for Jared Goff and this offense to have success in 2022. Last year, so many injuries ravaged the Lions' offensive line. Taylor Decker out. We've seen it with Frank Ragnow out. You just go on. Injuries to Big V. Players going in and out. We're new backup tackles, backup guards. And now, look, Evan Brown did a fantastic job, but talk about Frank Ragnow here. For the Lions to have good stats offensively, for Jared Goff to feel comfortable to do the deep pass, he's got to have time to do it. When you have injuries, the continuity sucks. And you're not going to have the best offensive line like you do if you had the players who we have on offensive line. So the Lions players offensively on this line must stay healthy because I'm not worried about their talent. I think their talent's outstanding. That is something I don't think really any of us need to worry about. It's more of just staying healthy on the offensive line. They do that. Jared Goff has time to throw the ball. Jameson Williams, Josh Reynolds, his stats can look pretty. And the Lions can win football games. From a trenches standpoint, they got to crush it. Last year, Jared Goff had absolutely cheeks for wide receivers. It was atrocious. You know, I'm not a Jared Goff cheer or a guy who's a cheerleader for him, but it is facts that his weapons were awful last year. Awful. Even injuries to TJ Hawkinson. But you look at the wide receivers, Tyrell Williams, Brashard Perryman. Tyrell Williams injured, done for the year. Brashard Perryman didn't make the football team, the 53. It was bad. Cephas going down. He was relying on players that shouldn't be relied upon as number ones, and it took a while for Amon-Ra St. Brown, a rookie, to get into his own. The Lions wide receiver core must stay healthy like the offensive line and make plays for Jared Goff. Get separation for Jared Goff. Lions offense as a whole with Ben Johnson must give footballs to these players. Jared Goff must find these targets and get them the football. If the players are open, he needs to get them the football. That's hashtag facts. So from a wide receiver standpoint, these guys need to make the big plays when given the opportunities. If you want type of success, if you think that the Lions could make a run, make a playoff berth, that must occur. And that's not just Jared Goff's issue. The wide receivers, too, has got to work with him. And same with the offensive coordinator for these plays to work. That must occur for success like he had in 2018. Those pieces must get to work for Jared Goff. Can Jared Goff replicate the success in 2022 like he did for the Rams in 2018? This one is simple. It's a Y for yes and for no. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this. Now, doesn't necessarily mean we got to make a Super Bowl run or anything like that, but he had really good stats in 2018. Can he replicate that with the players that we have and being part of the Lions with the screw jobs that the referees do? Let me know. The Lions defense has to get turnovers. No doubt about it. For Jared Goff to have success, he needs to have the football more. And for the Lions to win football games, you have to win the turnover battle. And that hinges on the Lions' defensive line. That hinges on the linebackers and the secondary to get those footballs. If the defensive line of the Detroit Lions can get after the quarterback, force the quarterback to throw the ball early or an errant throw, those players like Kirby Joseph, like Jerry Jacobs, Jeffrey Okudah, Tracy Walker, they need to capture the football, intercept it, and give it back to the Lions offense. If you want opportunities for Goff to get more touchdowns, to bring up his stats, and to get more yards, you got to give him the football more. The defense has to make plays, because if the defense does not make plays, it's going to be more difficult for Jared Goff to rack up those numbers and to finish games in the fourth quarter by running the football and giving everything he can to this Lions offense. The defense must do its part. And that's no different of any team. Every team's got to have that as well. But for the Detroit Lions, they got to turn around this defense. Aaron Glenn's got to get to work to get those turnovers for Goff, for him to potentially take his game up and elevate it like he did in 2018. For the Lions and for Jared Goff to replicate that success, he's got to have running backs that can do it as well. We need to have a running game that excels like he had with Todd Gurley in the Rams offense. It doesn't necessarily have to be one bell cow. It doesn't. We have quality running backs, Swift, Williams, Craig Reynolds. You look down the line, we have good running backs. But with our offensive line the way it is, opening up these holes, and with the Lions wide receivers getting open, spreading out the defense, the Lions running game must take off. And they must get success early and often for Jared Goff to do play-action pass and smoke defenses with the speed of the Jameson Williams and get the football down the field. We can't do the check down Charlie stuff anymore. With the run game being efficient, constructive, and forcing defenses to bring that safety up, that will force the play action, that will force Jared Goff to have ample opportunity to make those big time plays. If you want success like they did in 2018 for the Rams. Got to have a run game. You look what Todd Gurley did. He smoked the league that year. Killed him. That's what the Lions' run game has to do for the Lions to make that jump, for Jared Goff to take that next step. It's a big step, no doubt, but it has to happen. And there's nothing wrong with Jared Goff having weapons around him to get this done. There's nothing wrong with that. But all these things to me, and sure many more in the comment section, you can let me know what your other things that must occur for Jared Goff to replicate that type of success to occur. But it's a team unit. It is difficult for something like that to occur. It's not easy. It's not something that happens to every team because it's hard to do. It's all these phases of a football team. Offense, defense, scheme-wise, talent, injuries, everything's got to come together for a 2018 type of success for any quarterback, not just Jared Goff. Everything has got to go alignment and just be perfect for something like that to occur. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. For me, it will be extremely difficult for that to occur. And I have my doubts because I doubt that sometimes the NFL really cares what the Lions do. I have my big doubts. I expect this to happen. It's the Detroit Lions. When I say it's the Detroit Lions, there we go with the crazy call or a 66-yard field goal. Or when a game should have been called for a delay a game for the Baltimore Ravens, it doesn't. That stuff happens. It is what happens. So I have my doubts because I've seen it year after year after year. But hey, if you want it to occur, many things like that must occur. If you want to go ahead and follow me on all social media sites, Lions Nation Unite, Twitter, LNU, get it all in there, Facebook. Follow me on those sites because we're dropping videos every single day. With that said, folks, adios.